Hello and welcome once again to Let's Start Cooking. I'm Wayne and today we're going to make New England clam chowder. So again, all the ingredients are going to be in the description, and the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to take bacon and we're going to render it down so we can use the bacon fat. We're just going to take our bacon and we're just going to put it right in our pan. And all we want to do is we're going to render this down. We're going to get it nice and brown. And anything that sticks to the bottom, again, we want to save that. That's just going to add the flavor. Once we get it to this point where we have it rendered down, and like I said, we're not going to worry about anything that's in the bottom of this pan because we're going to use this. We're going to pull this to the side, and we're going to take half of this bacon out because we're going to save this, and we're going to use it as a garnish for later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half the bacon out now, and we're just going to set this aside. We're going to leave the rest of this in here, and we're going to add our butter right to the pan. I'm going to melt that in. And we're just going to make sure as we're doing this, we're going to scrape this bottom off. And once we get this melted in, we're going to add our onions, our celery, and our garlic. And you're going to want to cook these so they get soft, which is going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. We're just going to saute them right in all this nice bacon fat and the butter. So we're going to get this sauteed in. We're going to make sure that we scrape the pan as we're going. And once we get this done, what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this to another pot so we have a little bit more room so we start adding our liquid. So we'll get this all nice and sauteed up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we switched to a bigger pot because now we're going to start to add our liquids. But first thing what we're going to do, make sure our vegetables are nice and soft, and we're going to add in our potatoes. And all we did was we diced these up to about the size of actually like a plain dice. About a 1/2 inch square. And you just want to put these in. And we're going to mix these around and saute these for about a minute. We just want to get these all nice and warmed up and heated. And now once we do that, we mix everything together. And these are still going to be hard. We're gonna end up simmering this for about 20 minutes. So they'll soften up, but we want to get everything mixed up now. And we're going to add our flour. And we're just going to slowly sprinkle it in. I'll switch hands here for you. We just want to sprinkle it all over, get it mixed up a little bit. And we're going to want to do this for about another 30 seconds to a minute just to make sure everything's well mixed. And we're doing it gently because we don't want to beat them up and turn everything to a mush here. So we're just gently going to mix everything together. Now that we have this part, and we're all mixed up now we're going to add in everything else that we have to add except for our cream. So we're going to add our clam juice, we're going to add our chicken stock, we're going to add our salt, our pepper, and our other spices. And we do have chicken bouillon that we're going to add just for a little bit more flavor. And then we're going to take 2 bay leaves and we're just going to drop them right in. And we're going to be gentle when we mix this because we don't want to crush those bay leaves up. And all we're going to do is we're going to mix this together very well. And we're going to let this simmer uncovered for about 20 minutes. So we'll mix this up for 20 minutes, and when we get it nice and done and the potatoes are soft, we'll be back. Okay, we've had this simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. What we're going to do now is we're going to take the bay leaves out. We'll remove both of them. We don't need them in anymore. We'll take both of these out. And we're going to add our cream. And we're gonna let this cook for about another minute. We just want to get this nice and warm. Since we did use bacon, and we used the bacon fat, our New England clam chowder is not gonna be snow white because we did use the brown of the bacon and the bacon fat. Once we get this heated up again and everything's nice and hot, the last thing we're gonna add is we're gonna add our clams. And we're just gonna add them straight in. And we're just gonna mix everything together and get everything nice and warm. We left everything heat up again. We're just gonna dish this right out. And you can really, really smell all the herbs. Get some big chunks here for you. I gotta let this cool a little bit because it's fucked up my glasses. It's hot, but it's very good. If you like clam chowder, you're gonna really like this. It doesn't take long. It's most of the time you're sitting here watching it just simmer. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll see us again, and we will try to be back next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to reaching our first goal of 100 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate it. All you have to do is hit that button. I will see you next time.